Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to a new sewing magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Burda 6 2025 and I will tell you that there are some really nice patterns in this one. So, to get back for one moment to my previous video where I was talking about my AI voice that somebody was complaining about. Well, I discovered that actually, and I think this is a new feature, that on a lot of videos, I think on most of the videos, you can change the audio to be the video to be dubbed in another language. So you can hear me, not me, but an AI voice will talk Chinese or whatever language is available there. So that's possible. If you don't want to see the subtitles, they are going to dub the video automatically. So that's why. And if you did already that for another video, you should go back in your settings and to change it back to normal, because otherwise you'll keep that translation in on all the videos you watch on YouTube. So that was that. So now let's take a look at Burda. La Dolce Vita we are getting promised this time. Here you can see a little overview of the patterns, and what we see immediately is that we get also some men sewing patterns, and I will tell you that I'm really excited about these ones. Alright, so let's see. Here we are starting on the right, and we will see the pattern, and the pattern that we get from this one is the skirt. Not very exciting, but let's take a look. So here you can see the skirt. It has a little bow in the front, and actually we will see this skirt in another variation without that drawstring in the front. So here you can see the technical drawing of it. It's a midi skirt. This one is made in a twill, and I will tell you that it's very annoying that also on the PDF patterns in the web shop by Burda, you cannot really see the weight of the fabric. The one that you can see in the paper magazine, you can see the weight of the fabric that they used, but on the web shop, if you buy PDFs, you cannot see there, and I think that's really stupid that they don't put that. I think they should put it also here in the text immediately. And they also say here that the men's shirt is available on page 16. We'll see it in a minute. The next pattern is top 112, and I'm pretty sure you've seen similar tops from Burda, but I'm really happy with this one. This one is made, they say that it's made in, so they do say what kind of fabric they use, but they don't put the weight like we see these days also in the paper magazine. Here they say that the pattern is made in a ponte knit. They do have some extra fitting details, like, let's see if I can change my pen in something that you can see, like elbow dart, that's making it very, very comfortable. Although being made in a ponte knit, I don't know if it's really necessary, but anyway, you have it there. Again, there are a lot of seams. As you can see, there are princess seams here on the bust. There are also princess seams in the back. There is a zipper in the back, although again, being made in a ponte knit, I think this will go very easy over your head. If you don't have a really big difference between shoulders and the waist, let's say, it will go really easy because you have a really big neck opening. If you use a zipper, I will definitely put, and oh, now I can see it, I'll take that back. Now I can see that actually they use the zipper is from the waist up, so it's going up like this, it's stopping around here the neckline, because the thing is that the waist is very, very fitted. I will say that if you put a zipper in this, definitely put a little bit of interfacing on the area where you put the zipper, and for the rest I'll definitely try this one also without one. But it's a very pretty top. Make it maybe with shorter sleeves, and the only thing that I'm always aware in this kind of tops is maybe to bring this here just a little bit wider, to have a little bit of more, not as wide as here, but you understand the idea. Let's see. So just bring it a little bit in at the neckline here, that you have also definitely better coverage for your bra, and the top will sit really nicely on the shoulders. Although having a full back here is also going to keep everything in place. All right, what do we have next? Well, we are getting here now at the t-shirt 101 and the shorts 103. And you can see it here on this little girl. Actually, the fabric that they use is that, they call it here, what is it, a frotte or something like this? Frotte, yeah. I think that's like, you know, like that toweling fabric. I'm not really a big fan of that one. But this could be, of course, easily made in a cotton knit or something, or even a viscose knit. The only thing is that I know that when you see this, you say, "What? What is with that back?" They also call it a T-shirt with an XL back opening. The thing is that you also get in the same magazine, and also if you buy the PDF pattern, they have they say there that you get also the, let's see, that you get the pants, the t-shirt as you see it here with the opening, this one, so the shorts, and also the t-shirt with the full back. Also in the magazine you get the full back t-shirt, so that's nice. Let's see, I don't have a lot to say about this one. We got in the previous magazine also a t-shirt like pattern, you know, the one that was a little bit longer, and the wider longer pants. But here they put it, you know, there's not a lot to say about that. But then we get to these exciting patterns here on the right, and here we have a men's shirt, which is really cool. As you can see, it has a back yoke with the shoulders coming a little bit to the front. It has a really nice hemline. It's just beautiful. I think this is a really cool men's shirt, made in linen. I think this one is made in a linen blend. Very nice. Also the shorts are really cool. As you can see in the front, they have a flat waistband. The back has elastic coming a little bit to the front, to the sides here. Let's see, here to the front, and then you have the slanted pockets on the sides. It's just really nice. I bet the fly front here is just for decoration because you have the elastic. So it's a really cool pair of pants. If you're sewing for your man, for your whatever son in your life, definitely you have these ones. They're really cool. Next we have dress 115 here on the left. Well, I will say that I'm not a big fan of the fabric that they used in this one here. This is a really pretty dress. You can see here that the back is it has a smoked back. This little piece here in the center. So, and later in the magazine they give an explanation how to do that, but it's not like we have the shearing with the elastic. It's just the old way of smoking the fabric with the needle and thread. I will say this is a really pretty dress. If I see it here, it's not talking to me a lot, definitely because of the fabric. They also have the option, you see it, to add these little bows, these bows, to put them here on the shoulder bands. As you can see here, there is a pleat happening in the front, and this, I'm not sure what are these seams here, if they are only for decoration, because I cannot find that the dress has pockets, but it would be really easy to put some pockets in those seams there. Also, something else, if I was to make this dress, I think I'll just swap the back for a normal back without all that smoking, because I don't think I'll take the time to do that. But this is a really pretty summer dress. Definitely is going on my list, this one, with the little adjustment. Absolutely. Princess seams, of course, in the front, which makes really easy to make some bust adjustments. Next we have a dress, and let's see, we can see it here. Here you can see it. It's a long dress, a maxi dress with a V neckline, sleeveless, and it has a little pleat in the front here. Let's see, where is the pen? Here there is a pleat going on, and you'll see it later in another fabric. I still cannot see the difference between the two. Here you can see the technical drawing. It's not a very exciting dress, but yet again, it's a simple dress for the summer. You know, if you want to make it really fast, this would be definitely the one. I don't really get the idea of this photo shoot here in Burda. I mean, it looks like this woman is, sometimes she's upset and that man is trying to get to her. she has no interest, but then they kiss here on the left, whatever. Here we can see the jacket from earlier. It's not very clear because it's black, but this jacket, you can see the technical drawing here. It has a lot of pleats in the front, pleats in the back. They used here a tweed. I will say use something like a summer tweed, a little bit lighter. You will see it later in the magazine also with a little bit of a neck band. This is it's a nice jacket. I don't have a lot to say about it. It has pockets. We have a cute cat here. Two-piece sleeve. This is a nice one. All right, we get here to another man pattern from this issue, and this is a shirt with a collar. It's not really a polo shirt as it doesn't have that polo opening in the front. This one is made in a light sweater knit. Definitely another great addition if you are sewing for men. If you are a man, I think this is also a nice t-shirt. We don't get the long pants, but you know. Also here I don't get this photo shoot. We get this blouse here. I need to zoom in. We get it also as a dress, so probably that's why they don't. Here I think here there is another situation going on, or they're just really very chill. Let's see. Here you can see the shirt. It's a pretty boxy shirt with a bottom placket in the front. Not a lot to say about it. As I said, later in the magazine it's getting also as a dress. About dresses, here we get another dress 116, with some little sleeves. You can see the waistband. The waistline is getting a little bit to a point in the front, and then you have these sweet gathers under the bust. The back, and you'll say, ooh, the back is open, I don't like this one. The back is definitely very easy to adjust. I did take a look at the pattern pieces. You can make it to follow the absolutely to follow this rounded seam line here at the back, and you'll just get a back, a full back, and of course you have here a zipper already in the side, so you don't need to worry about that. Make a facing for the back also to follow the new lines, and then you have a complete full dress. I think this is a very pretty dress. The only thing that might put off some people is definitely that open back, but it's very easy to adjust. Another, and I think this one is the last one, a simple shirt for men also, which can be also made in a t-shirt, of course, if you make a shorter sleeve. And this one is finished with a little band around the neckline. Very, very pretty and very useful, of course. Here we have a blouse 111, which I really like. I really don't like how they made this picture here. That is looking very, very frumpy. As you can see, I think it's not really very well fitted, as this front should sit somewhere here like this. This is just a big mess, but the pattern itself is very pretty, and you can see it here in the technical drawing. Very, very nice. You have this gathering going on here, and actually the technical drawing is not really correct, because the gathers are going on only here on the side of the sleeve, and here there are no gathers. So a very pretty pattern. Unfortunately, they did a really crappy job at making a nice picture of it. All right, here we have some details from this issue. Here you can see the back of that dress, the open back. I don't know, I don't really like it, but again, it's very, very easy to adjust. Here you can see the bows on that dress, which I love, but not their fabric choice. The XXL opening in the back of that t-shirt, which again, they give us also the full t-shirt piece. And that little shirt. Next, you have on the left a few styling ideas for that men pants and blouse. Here you can see a little bit of that back. It's a really pity that for such a nice design or detail they show us just a side picture, just pity. And here you can see that what they did with that, of course, having that little triangle here, you get to play a little bit with the lines in a fabric like this, with the design lines in the fabric. But again, you can definitely make on the inside a little pocket here. I think this dress has no pockets, but it will be really easy to put. Okay, let's bring this here. You can see on the left a little tutorial on how to do the smoking part on that one. If you really want to do that, this effect, you can definitely just make the, just shear the with shearing elastic and make it like instead of all this work. Here we have a little jacket. I think we've seen a lot of these jackets in the past. I don't have a lot to say about it. You have some huge breast pockets here, some elastic in the sleeves. It's not a bad pattern, but again, it's not something really new. This is the other rendition of the skirt from the beginning. Only here, as you can see, that they skipped that cord in the waistband. I think it's just turned to the inside with elastic, and then you have the pockets, and they call it a midi skirt with cargo pockets. I don't really see them, and I think having it like this is just a bad picture. Okay, let's go away. Here we have this t-shirt. Let's see, what t-shirt is this one? Is they call it a short sleeve pullover. Well, it's just a t-shirt or whatever. I think this is a really nice one. If you're watching here the technical drawing, I really like it in the technical drawing. Just make it a little bit shorter, and you have some pleats going on there on the shoulders. It's just a nice little detail. Definitely just make it shorter. Where is it? I don't really like it in the length here, and also I'm not a big fan of the fabric, but the pattern I really like. Then we have sequins skirt. The skirt is lined, and they also give as a tip, I think it's in pattern instructions, to bound the waistband on the inside or something like that. Although I think you can work that one on the lining to avoid any problems from the sequins on your skin. Yeah, the skirt, I did see the pattern pieces. The skirt is, let's see, this is the center front, let's say, and it's just cut something like this to have that extra width here on the sides at the bottom. Another interesting pattern from this issue is this one here, which looks quite complicated to make. I mean, it does, if you see the pattern pieces, there are a lot of them, but this one is also, I think, is very easy to make. Maybe they will give a tutorial, I don't know. I think if I will make this one, probably I will film a little bit on it, because you'll say, what? This piece here has this tie. This one here, it has a little lip like this, which is getting, of course, folded, and then you have that how should I say, that loop here where you can pull this one through. So it's not very complicated, but it's a nice pattern. I like it. They used here polyester fabric. It would be really nice probably in a viscose. Yeah, so that's also a winner for me, this pattern. It will be really hard to choose this month my two patterns. Here we can see a little bit of styling with that silver jacket, kind of like the ideas. The celebration model from this month is, I was thinking that it's the vest, but it's not the vest, it's this skirt, which they made in a really light color, and they photograph on a really light wall, so it's not easy to make to see something. So you can see here the technical drawing. I'm pretty sure you've seen this kind of skirts in the past. There is also a tutorial for it, which is nice. For the rest, yeah, you know, it's a simple skirt with some nice details. It has, as you can see, it has no waistband here, so it's a very clean finish. Yeah. All right, and they made this one is made in a satin, or at least this is what they say as an fabric idea. Here we can see this little jacket, and I'll go back to the technical drawing in a minute. This one is a variation on the black jacket from earlier, and as you can see here, they have a little channel to put this drawstring. Of course, this is more casual, also because of the fabric. Let's go back to the technical drawing. You can see it here. Oops. Here you can see the technical drawing. This is also very simple. It's a one-piece sleeve, comparing with the two-piece sleeve from earlier. And of course here they use some press buttons as a closure. As you can see, with really small details, they do get quite a bit of a different look with the same pattern. Here we get a plus size pattern, and let's see, you cannot see a lot here on this girl on the golf car. She's going golfing with that skirt and with those shoes. Wow, that will be an experience. So let's see the pattern. As you can see, it's a sleeveless shirt with some really huge breast pockets. It's a nice one because you have, of course, the bust darts that will give you also the possibility to make a full bust adjustment if you need. It has a yoke in the back with a little pleat. It's a really pity that they don't put a better picture of the garment here. Next, we get, what do we get from this girl here? Well, the girl here down. Oh, this is the shirt. Actually, what you see here is the shirt with the full back from the other one with the open back. But first we get this culottes. I never know how to pronounce these ones. What did they use here? I was 100% that they used polyester for these ones, although I did not see the fabric content first. They used the polyester, and as you can see, it's quite sticky on the legs, because this leg here, it looks to me like it's like a trumpet leg pant, but actually that's wrong, because if I'm watching to the technical drawing, it's just a standard culotte pant, so a little bit wide, straight down, which is much nicer than what we see here in the picture. But I think here is just static and is getting sticked on her legs. It has, as you can see here, it has some slant pockets on the front, which is nice, and the elastic band. So definitely a nice pattern, but with a bad choice of fabric. Another plus size pattern, and this one is also with tutorial. Again, every time you see this, you have a extra tutorial in the magazine, sewing tutorial. This one is also nice. It has some it has this front and back yoke coming on here over the bust. It has a nice split here in the front, and I think they did something with the sleeve. Let's take a look at the sleeve. Oh yeah, as you can see here, they added a little braided detail on the cuff of the sleeve. Or isn't a cuff, it's actually like a band, whatever. But this one is also a nice pattern. And what did they use for this one? Did they use something nice like a linen? They used the cotton, which is nice. Yes, definitely. All right. Here we can see on the left, and here on the right a little bit closer, we can see from an embroidered cotton, I think, we can see the variation of the blouse from earlier, you know, the one with the knot. You get both of the patterns if you buy the PDF file. This is just a simple, really straight skirt. It has no belt or whatever. You can definitely make one from the same fabric, or just leave it loose like this. Again, not a lot to say about this one. And here we can see the variation of the shirt from earlier. This is again a plus size pattern from sizes 46 to 56, but here is a dress. And also here you see that little detail on the sleeve, that braided detail. Very nice. And this one is made in lyocell, so this will be very flowy. You can make it definitely in a viscose. Very nice. Here you can see the dress from earlier with that pleat in the front, which I cannot see the difference between this one and the other one. Must be a difference. I don't know. Must be I have no idea what it is. But again, very simple dress. Here they used a viscose. This girl is ready to get some fun out of her day. Another really simple pattern. Not really necessary if you ask me. I think we've seen these ones a lot. This one is again a plus size pattern here. A t-shirt with a little bit of a cotton sleeve. Not very exciting. Of course, great for a very fun fabric. But let's go to this one here. Jeans jacket 124. This is also plus size pattern. But I'm really happy if you are a plus size and you are in this size range of Burda, because in the normal sizes we also have a lot of jeans jackets from them. But this one is really cool. It has, this girl is really happy, you see. It has a lot of nice details. There is all the top stitching that must be in a jeans jacket. There are the really nice breast pockets, two-piece sleeve, top stitching all the way. You have here in the back, you have of course the panels. You can do some really nice embroidery here everywhere. You have even the little tabs here at the waistband. This is just a great pattern, 100%. I think if you are in the plus size or in the size range of Burda, this jacket, it's, even if you buy the magazine only for this one, this is just great. It's really a nice pattern. You can see a little bit more here. It's not very oversized. It's just awesome. Absolutely. And from this really awesome jeans jacket, we get to a very boring, simple t-shirt. Although I must say that you have, and I know that not everyone is loving bastards in a knit, but this one has bastards, and if you have a bit bigger difference between your shoulders and your bust, I think this is really nice, because you can make a full bust adjustment and still have that nice, a great fit over your bust, but you have you don't get a really oversized shirt. So yeah, that's that. And again, this one in the PDF is included together with the open back t-shirt. And I think this was everything, or not. Let's see what we get more. I need to have my file to open. Oh yes, of course we need to get the best ofs, and in this case we get this zipper front top, which they also say that making it in another fabric, you can use it also for everyday. They use it here as a beach swimming something clothes. Here you have all this work going on with a pair of shorts. I don't have a lot to say about these ones, but again, if you don't have the older magazines, this will be really great for you. What do we get here? A little bit of upcycling stuff. Okay, and let's see here again. And I think that was everything that we got for this month. Of course, you get to see they have a new Burda kits. Here we can see a little bit of an overview for the next month. I don't really see something that is exciting me at this moment, but we'll have to wait. And then, of course, we get to see the overview. So you can see first here all the models, because again I'm using the digital version. They are a little bit mixed up here. And then if we go to the technical drawings here, let's see, what do we have first? Well, from this page, what are my favorites? You'll say. I will say a big, I mean, if you are sewing for men and you are in the plus size range for this for Burda, this is definitely a great issue. For men, you have of course these 4 patterns, great ones, amazing. And even the shorts, you can definitely just lengthen them and make a pair of linen pants. Absolutely, very, very nice. What do we have more from this one? The sundress here, beautiful. This fitted top, really, really nice. This sweet dress, absolutely, with a little bit of change there in the back. The simple shirt even, I really like. And the simple tweed jacket, very, very nice. Also, the tweed jacket is also lined, I forgot to say that. Then, if I was to go to my other page, what do we have here? Absolutely the jeans jacket, very nice. the dress and the shirt also really cool. And for me, this top is really interesting. Yes. So this was it. These are my favorites from this issue. I think this one is a great issue. Absolutely. There are some unnecessary patterns like the simple t-shirt and this dress here. I don't really get. Yeah. But, oh, and you can see here the shape of that sequin dress. Skirt. But absolutely, this is a really nice issue with some great patterns. The jeans jacket for the plus size, the men patterns. Absolutely, this. If I didn't have a subscription, this would have come with me at home, definitely. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and give likes to the video. And of course, leave your comments here. I always love to read your opinions on the Burda patterns. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.